Hi, this is Jennifer Johnson, creator of the Easy Dog Training System. If your dog pees all over your house, jumps up on your friends when they walk through the door, chews on your shoes, barks uncontrollably while you're trying to eat a meal in peace, then don't worry, I'm here to help you out. I've trained thousands of dog owners just like you. I've taught them how to train their dog using the fastest working and easiest training methods in the world. Today, I'm going to give you all the information that you need to solve one of the most common problems that dog owners face. Now, I realize that it wouldn't be the same if I showed you the techniques with one of my professionally trained dogs because the moves are second nature to them. So instead, I gave my friend the system. You'll see him try out my techniques on his dog Lily. Matt's going to explain the information that he learned, and then he will demonstrate the techniques.
Hi, I'm Matt. This is my dog Lily. Once again, I'm not a dog trainer. In fact, I know very little about dog training. Lily here, we got her a few years ago and never really took the time to properly train her, which is not what you want to do. Dog training is so important, and that's why we made these videos for you, to help you get your dog trained so that you don't run into some serious problems. So, before we really get into the actual commands, information that is really going to help you, and before we try these techniques out on Lily, there's one last thing you need to understand, and that is environment. Your dog training environment is everything. If you have the wrong environment, your dog is not going to listen, and your dog is not going to give you its full attention. This is very important. You're going to want to choose an environment, and we're not talking outside, because if you go outside to train your dog, as soon as the wind blows and the trees rustle, your dog's going to think someone's in the woods, so your dog's going to look away instantly and not pay attention to you. A lot of distractions with animals, even cars outside, and that's not going to generate the best response. When you train your dog, and when you're going to do this, and when you're trying the things that I'm going to be showing you, you're going to want to make sure you're inside. You're going to want to make sure you're in a room in your house that that dog is comfortable in. Because if you go somewhere new or somewhere where you don't normally go, your dog's going to want to smell around, want to look around, and your dog is not going to give you its full attention. That's why we've picked a room that Lily's comfortable in. She already has been here hundreds and hundreds of times in this same room. She walks around here every single day. So she's comfortable. And we know she's not going to have any distractions. You're going to want to make sure if your kids are around or if the TV's on, shut it off, ask your children to be quiet while you're training your dog. You don't want other people in the same room as you because that's going to create a distraction. And that's not what we want. Because you could be in the middle of a command, you could be telling your dog to sit, and then someone walks into the room, and what does that do? Well, that tells the dog that the dog can ignore you. Because chances are, when you say sit, if someone walks in, that person's going to distract your dog won't sit. Now your dog's going to understand that it doesn't have to listen all the time. And that is not what we want. Because in crucial situations, when your dog is running away around your yard, possibly towards the road, we want to make sure that that dog comes back every single time. So what we're doing is, the distractions come later. You definitely need to practice with people around and with the TV on, and you need to practice outside where there's potentially other animals. You need to do that, but not for right now. If you're just starting this, pick a room with no distractions. Very, very important, because some people don't do this. And then when the techniques don't work, they don't understand why. They think they're doing it wrong, or they think something's wrong with the way they're doing the exact technique. It could be as simple as the room you're in. Very important to understand. Also, when to train your dog. You're going to want to pick a time where, one, your dog is hungry. Because we're using food treats as a reward, if your dog just ate, your dog's not going to listen. They're not even going to care about the food you're trying to give them. Pick a time in the afternoon where your dog hasn't eaten for a few hours, or early morning. Don't feed your dog right away. Do a little training, give them their treats, and then put out the bowl of food. How long should you train for? Well, we recommend about 15 minutes or so. Just like humans, dogs have attention spans as well. If you're trying to train for an hour, the dog's going to get burnt out eventually, and your dog's not going to listen. That's not what we want. We want to pick times where your dog listens, your dog's alert, your dog's aware. You don't want to pick a time where your dog's overly excited or falling asleep. Common sense, but it's amazing how many people just don't understand this very simple concept. Make sure when you go to start training, and we're getting into that in the next video, make sure you're in the right environment. Look out for the next video because this is where it gets exciting. This is where we put the Easy Dog Training System to the test to see how easy these techniques really are. We're going to try these techniques out on Lily for the first time in front of you, and when we do run into problems, we'll show you how to get through those as well. See you soon.
If you've enjoyed this brief training module, then you're going to freak out when you see the entire Easy Dog Training System. The information on this video is less than 1% of the information revealed in the system. Go to www.easydogtrainingsystem.com or click the link in the video description so that you can gain access to the entire system and to more training videos just like this. See you soon.